So I'm gonna tell you a quick story. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So about a few weeks ago, like I didn't have my car, it was in the shop, and I didn't want to rent a vehicle for all the days that it was in the shop because the dealership didn't have any rentals. And I'm like, I'm not paying all that money for a rental that's just gonna sit on the street for the days that I'm not at work. So I decided that the days that I had to go to work and I didn't have a car, I was gonna take an Uber. But the problem with taking the Uber was that I actually work a distance from my house. And also, I take Nova to work with me every single day. So, in taking Nova to work with me, I couldn't just take a regular Uber. I had to take a pet designated Uber. But to my surprise, the pet designated cars at Uber are disgusting. Like they're nasty. And to ride for 40 minutes to work and back in an Uber, that is gross. I wasn't trying to do. So I came up with this scheme that what is it? The scheme that tots it up. So I came up with a scheme that tots it up. And I was like, I'm gonna order an Uber Black SUV and then I'm gonna sit on the driver's side, like I'm gonna hide Nova in my little clothing area under my hoodie, and then I'm gonna sit in the Uber Black behind the man who's driving so he can't see me from the passenger side with my dog in the car. So I take on this scheme or whatever, call the Uber Black. The SUV pulls up. I get on the side that the driver's on so he can't see me. And, we start going to work. He starts driving me to work or whatever. So while we're like 15 to 20 minutes into this ride, I smell the craziest smell that I've ever smelled. And I was like, God damn, this man blowing farts behind me? Like, please, have some decorum. So then he like opens the window and I'm like, God damn, like, please, like, give me some reprieve. So then I like go to check on Nova in my hoodie. And while I'm checking on Nova in my hoodie, I go like this. And then like I catch a whiff of the same smell that I just smelled. I'm like, oh shit, it's Nova that's blowing farts. So in my head, I'm like, yo, this man probably thinks that I'm the one who farted and that's why he opened the window. So now I'm so embarrassed, but I'm just cracking up because I'm like, I ain't saying that it's my dog because I ain't snitching on myself. So we dropped a 40-minute ride, and I swear to you, Nova farted like at least 5 or 6 times. So I know that man was in hell because I was in hell holding her. So I get to the job, I jump out, I go inside, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like shaking out my hoodie and shaking out my clothes. Like, no, you got me stinking with your little funky booty. But I said all that to say that there's going to be a time that there are going to be people around you and they're going to have a certain impression off of something that they've heard, and you're not going to be able to defend yourself. So like me in that cab where I wanted to be like, oh, it's not me smelling up the cab. It's my stinky dog. But I had to protect what I was holding. So in order to protect my dog, I couldn't I couldn't basically expose myself and tell the truth. So sometimes what you're doing is greater than what people are saying about you.